Analyze This. The hilarious comedy was released in 1999, directed by Harold Ramis, and it stars Robert De Niro and Billy Crystal. This hilarious comedy tells the story of Ben Sobel, a New York psychiatrist played by Billy Crystal, who takes on his strangest case to date in the form of anxiety-ridden mob boss Paul Vitti, brilliantly played by Robert De Niro. As always guys, thank you for watching this channel. Keep on supporting it. Hit that subscribe button so you can follow this channel. Hit the alarm bell as well so you can get notifications from me when my video is going to be uploaded, and give this video a like as well. When Analyze This was released in 1999, it drew comparisons to The Sopranos because of the mob boss seeing the psychiatrist element. But that is where the similarities end. Because Analyze This did something very, very clever in its premise, where it took a certain premise, flipped it around and turned it into something different, where they focus more on the relationship between the psychiatrist and the mob boss. And by doing that, they gave us a really, really funny comedy with brilliant performances and really witty dialogue. The real star of this film is Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro, hands down, one of the greatest actors to ever do it, if not the greatest actor to do it. He hasn't tackled comedy that much. He tackled comedy to some degree in The Midnight Run, but that was more action-based. This film sees him spoofing and sending up his most famous mob performances, from The Godfather Part 2 to Goodfellas, and it is all done brilliantly. De Niro hits the comedic mark every single time. His delivery, his mannerisms, his performance, all done to great effect. And this was one of his best comedic performances. And then he would go on to star in the Meet the Parents franchise. Billy Crystal as Ben Sobel was perfectly cast for this role. Billy Crystal, again, a brilliant comedian. We've seen him host Saturday Night Live. We've seen him in such films as Throw Mama from the Train, When Harry Met Sally. His comedic timing is impeccable. His delivery, sharp. His wit is incredibly dry. I was pleasantly surprised at the chemistry between Billy Crystal and Robert De Niro. On paper, it shouldn't work, but these two made for a formidable combination. And they had some incredible scenes together that just made the film work so well. Analyze This has a lot of comedic moments in this film. The most funniest of it is when they spoof The Godfather Part 2. And De Niro was such a sport spoofing such a scene, bearing in mind that he starred in that film. The supporting cast in this film are really good. Lisa Kudrow as Ben Sobel's wife. Lisa Kudrow played Phoebe in Friends. She will forever be known as Phoebe. And she's pretty much playing that same character in this film, and has some great comedic moments in this film also. One of my favourite characters in this film was the late, great Joe Vittorelli as Jelly, Paul Vitti's right-hand man. He gave a really good, subtle, but comedic performance in this film. And his performance and his banter with De Niro, again, another high point in the film. We also see the legendary Chaz Palminteri as a rival mob boss to Paul Vitti in this film. And Chaz Palminteri, he hasn't done comedy that much, but his performance was almost like a send-up of Sonny from his 1993 film A Bronx Tale. And Chaz Palminteri showed that he too has got great comedic timing in this film as well. And it is just such a really funny comedy. Great performances, very, very entertaining, and more importantly that it is brilliantly written and directed. The late, great Harold Ramis, as we all know as Egon from Ghostbusters, he co-wrote the film and he directed the film. And Harold Ramis is really, really good at directing good ensemble pieces and screwball comedies, such as Groundhog Day, such as Multiplicity. He wrote Ghostbusters. He's written a lot. And as a director, as tragically as his life was cut short, this was one of the high points in his career. A sequel was released a few years later, but it lacked the humour and it lacked the cohesion of the first film. Whereas there were a lot of jokes in Analyze This. When they did Analyze That, they took one joke and they tried to stretch it as far as they could. So Analyze This for me is my favourite. And it is, again, hands down one of the best comedies that came out in 1999 and one of De Niro's best performances. So I'll give this film a very, very strong 8 out of 10. So guys, that's my review. As always, thank you for watching. Keep on watching this channel, keep on supporting it. Hit that subscribe button so you can follow this channel. Hit that alarm bell as well so you can get notifications from me when my video is going to be uploaded. Help give this video a like as well. What is your favourite comedic performance from Robert De Niro? Was it in Analyze This? Was it in Meet the Parents? Comment down below and I shall see you all on the next film review. Take care.